Alright guys, wanted to couple stats videos. These are the problems that I had said. So let's start with this one. It says for a sample of 42 rabbits, the mean is 5 and the standard deviation is 3. Which of the following is true about the weights of the rabbits in the sample? So everybody on the exam picked F. They said, well, the sample size is bigger than 30, so central limit theorem applies, and the distribution is approximately normal. That's right, except we have one problem. They're asking about the sample, not the sampling distribution. Sampling distribution means we take like 1,000,000 samples, each sample has 42 rabbits, and then it will be approximately normal. The sample says for this specific group of 42 rabbits, what does the distribution look like? Sampling distribution is when you take millions of samples and then plot that. This is one specific sample. So this specific sample, here's the mean of 5. Standard deviation is 3, which means if we go this way, one standard deviation is 2, one standard deviation is 8. Remember, we have 69% of the data within one standard deviation. Then we go another standard deviation, we get to 11. If we go another one, we get to -1. You can't have negative weights, which means the graph is going to look like this and then be skewed to the right, because the data can keep going over here, but it can't go past this. So we're going to be skewed right, because you have to stop at 0, but you can keep going this way. Let's see which answer choice that is. So the distribution of weights is skewed right because the least possible weight is within 2 standard deviations of the mean. Answer choice H. Skewed right because the smallest is within 2 standard deviations of the mean. Now let's look at number 2. So let's look at problem 2. Jessica wanted excuse me, to determine if the proportion of males for a certain species of lab animal is less than 50%. She was given access to records for 12,000 births, and she's making a 95% confidence interval, and she selected a random sample of 100 births and found that 31 are male. So they want the confidence interval. Remember, confidence interval is p hat plus or minus the z-stat times the square root of p q over n. So 31 out of 100, so this is 0.31 plus or minus the z-stat times 0.31 times 0.69 over, how many did she sample? 100. Sorry about that, guys. So can we eliminate some answer choices? Let's take a look. Well, F is wrong because that's got 12,000. G is wrong, it's got 12,000. H is wrong because that's got 12,000. And they want a 95% confidence interval. We want 95% confidence interval. So remember, if we want 95%, we go to the Z table for 97.5%. And if you do that, you'll get the Z of, let's take a look. So here we have the Z table, and we want 0.975, which is right here. So 1.96. So the Z-stat is 1.96. So this is 1.96. So which answer choices match that? Well, K will be the right answer. A lot of people picked F because they thought this should be 12,000, but this is N, the sample size. They thought that this should have been 12,000, but remember, this is a sample size, which in this case is 100. Hope these videos are helpful, and I will see you all tomorrow.